Nanlux has two new LED lights, the Dyno 650C and 1200C. Let's take a closer look.
This is a CineD Gear News video.
Hi, I'm Johnny from CineD and I'm here with Jeremy from Nanlux. Jeremy, how are you?
What's up, Johnny? Great to see you again.
Good to see you too. And you just announced actually two lights, not only one. What are those?
Well, we're actually launching two fixtures with a new brand from the Nanlux group. We have the Dyno 650C and the Dyno 1200C. We have three brands. We have Nanlite, we have LEDGO, and we have now Nanlux.
And how do you differentiate between those?
Okay, well, Nanlite is for the entry level and in many cases up to the professional market. LEDGO is more for professional owner-operator and broadcast studios, and now Nanlux is for the higher-end professionals. We're looking for large rental houses, for union productions, and things of that nature.
So let's talk about the Dyno 650C first. That's the smaller one.
Yes, that is the smaller one. And in our other brand, we have LEDGO, and it has a fixture called the MagicQ G260. It's 2x1 form factor. And the Dyno 650 is actually the same housing. Like we have a third-party accessory manufacturer, Honey Crates, that has a grid that goes on front of that fixture, will also fit on this one. So it's kind of in that Sky Panel S60, Gemini 2x1 kind of form factor. And that's kind of the competitor we want to match it up against. But it's 650 watts. So when you're looking at a Sky Panel S60, it's more than twice the output. And the further out you go, the output difference gets greater. So it's a very powerful light. RGBWW has a CCT range of 2700 Kelvin to 20,000. And it's a very powerful light, color accurate. We look at it as something where you can get a big, powerful light in a most common form factor, which we think 2x1s are in the professional market.
And the bigger brother, the 1200C, what is the uniqueness in that one?
With the Dyno 1200C, that one is a 3x3 square. So most lights are, with the exception of a 1x1 panel, which is a perfect square, 12 by 12 inches. This one is a 3 foot by 3 foot square. It's 1200 watts. Where the only light we can compare it to is the Sky Panel S360, which is actually significantly larger, but we have 20% more output at 5 meters, 32% more output at 7 meters. And it puts in a wide beam. We have a spread of 160 degrees, so when you put it behind like an 8x or a 12x frame, it fills up the frame evenly. We took it on a major studio lot in Hollywood last weekend. They noticed that they couldn't see a hot spot behind the frame of the scrim. So it was 10 feet away, but it filled up the entire space. It was bright and vibrant, and it was very useful for the production that they use it for.
So let's be completely honest with each other, and there are a lot of lights in the market. You know what, even similar lights. Please make me excited about those two. What is so unique about them? Just 1 or 2 points.
Okay, well, like we said, the whole Dyno line is for the higher end professional market, but it's priced for an owner-operator. These are the type of lights that you can use to light up a street, to light up an entire house, to balance window exposures for a big place. There's a large, options that you can use this for that can fit in a passenger vehicle. To get the kind of power that you can get in just one of each of these fixtures, you're probably going to need a grip truck. And this stuff can fit in an SUV, it can fit in a pickup truck, it can fit in a van. The 650 can fit in a coupe's trunk. I got a couple examples of it being fit in a Mercedes-Benz coupe trunk, and they just take it on their way, and there was enough space left over where maybe we should see if we could fit a second one in there. It's portability of high output lighting.
And when it comes to price, because you said it's very competitive with the other alternatives in the market.
Yes, the Dyno 650 is $39.99 US, and the Dyno 1200 is $75.90 US.
How do you achieve such a strong output? At the end of the day, if you look at the history of LED lights, it's really becoming quite interesting, yeah? And the output thing is becoming almost insane. How do you do this?
Well, you know, for some people, we're in a tail end of the transition from hot lights to LEDs. The advantage that hot lights have over LEDs is that they have a longer throw. They maintain their intensity over further distances than LEDs. And that's still true to some extent, but when it comes to other LEDs on the market, our lights, whether it's Nanlite, LEDGO, or Nanlux, maintains its intensity over further distance compared to other LEDs. So you'll see more powerful lights. The SkyPanel S360 actually draws a maximum of 200 watts more than a Dyno 1200, but we still have more throw. The Aperture 300D Mark II has the identical power draw of the Nanlite Forza 300, but the Forza 300 is 30% brighter. So all of our lights, you know, our company, the Nangguang Group, Nangguang Photo Video, is nearly 30 years old, and they have one of the largest patent portfolios when it comes to lighting, and they've just got a lot of years of, you know, lighting excellence, of pushing the market, of pushing what lighting can be and do, and this is just the next step in our history.
So you actually make all your lights by yourself?
About 90% of the whole process is done in our factory. Now we have over 400,000 square feet of space in China. And you know, like I think we're approaching 500 or more employees. It's a great team. It's a great ownership and leadership group. They're really awesome people. I'm really disappointed about the lack of trade shows lately because we always, when we get together, we have a great time. But yeah, it's a great company and they have a lot of advancements in output.
Anything else that I forgot to ask or to mention about those two new lights? I mean, I understand, very competitive in price, really bright, and of course you can take them almost anywhere.
Yes. A part of the things that I wanted to mention about these lights that we haven't done in any of our fixtures, and that's why we're making a strides into the higher end market, is that we've added agnostic wireless compatibility. So these fixtures have RDM, they have lumen radio, you do have 5-pin DMX in and out on the back. So when you're using professional apps like Blackout, Luminaire, or DMX Cat, for theater productions. What I've noticed is when you go into higher end and union sets, they're not going to manually change the lights. That's usually a big space. A lot of lights are involved, and so they are using an app. They're using either a console or a tablet to control all the lights. So these lights can be integrated into productions where there's multiple brands and can communicate with each other.
From what I remember with your lights, it's not a direct control. I mean, it's not app light. You always have the DMX box in between.
We have, but going forward, anything that's come out from Nanlite and Nanlux this year going forward, for the most part, will not need the wireless router. It has Bluetooth inside, so you can, using our app, you can communicate directly with your smartphone or tablet, and that's it. You won't have any go-between. So the PavoTube 6C, when the firmware update happens with the app, or the updated of the app, you'll be able to control it directly. So, and then I think they're working on things for legacy products that don't have that. So like you have the Forzas and the other lights. I think there's going to be a way to kind of bridge that as well.
How about accessories? Accessories are completely extra with those two lights, or something comes, let's call it, in a kit?
There will be some kits that they will put together or work on, but right now everything is separate for a competitive price. Now I say separate because someone said when another light came out, they didn't even include the ballast. That was an extra accessory. I'm like, well, how are you supposed to use the light? But anyway, It comes with the ballast, it comes with a fixture, and it comes in a box. The extra accessories will be flight cases. We have two types of soft boxes for both units. You have a rectangle and an octabox. And we have grids, and we have barn doors. So we have a lot of ways to accessorize it. One of the third-party manufacturers we already have is Honey Crates. They have grids 30 and 50 degrees for both fixtures that are available now. And we're looking to see who else is going to make some more stuff for us. But right now we have we have a 5-foot and 4-foot soft boxes for the fixtures currently.
And you already mentioned the price. How about availability?
Availability, we're looking at the end of the year, end of 2020. We're getting ready to ramp up production on our first batch, and we'll see in a matter of weeks how soon we can get these out to our distributors and dealers worldwide.
Of course, congratulations for, it's a new brand, new lights. I'm sure it's a happy day for all of you guys. And of course, I wish you all the luck. That's it. Anything else before we say thank you and goodbye?
No, just looking forward to getting these lights into people's hands, getting reviews. I would say that the first person to ever use this light in a production was actually your colleague Graham Sheldon. He used the prototype of the 650 earlier this year, and he had a lot of good things to say about it. So we're looking forward to getting these out there in the wild. So looking forward to see what people do with them.
Jeremy, thank you very much. It was really nice talking to you.
You too. All right, Johnny, have a good day.
Thank you. And guys, thank you very much for watching. And please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.